Well, it's a good time when you meet Rakul, Preet, Singh and a fellow Fauji.
Absolutely. I just got to know that you're a fellow Fauji, so pleasure.
I mean, we're talking about the IFAs. What's your first IFA memory?
My first IFA memory would definitely be of watching it on television. And I was just telling outside that I remember very strongly this one performance of Priyanka Chopra. I think that was my first probably of watching the IFA on TV, because half of the cantonment areas you didn't have cable. She danced in this orange color sari. There was a medley of songs, that was amazing. And I looked at that and I said, one day I want to be there and watching IFA. I didn't even know if I wanted to be an actor at that point. And ever since I watched IFA every year, and it's just been beautiful. And I think now my first association was about 3 years back when IFA started in the South. So it was special. And this year was the first association in Mumbai, which was again very surreal. It's nice.
Now, what I want to know is, a young girl growing up in the cantonment had never thought of being an actor, suddenly becomes an actor and is ruling the South Indian industry, and a Punjabi. How has this happened?
I don't know. I did not grow up on a dose of films. You know how it is with army parents, sports, play.
But padhai you forgot.
But padhai was good enough marks, but you need to be an all-rounder.
True.
Was the thing in my house. So I did not grow up on a dose of television or films till I came to my college, high school. But I somewhere always wanted to be an actor. You know how every girl, if given an opportunity, would want to try at acting. That's how it was for me. And I thought I'm going to give myself 2-3 years and see if it goes somewhere. And I started modeling after 12th while I was doing my maths graduation in JMC. And I continued modeling. I started getting 1 or 2 offers from the South, and I was so silly. I said, if you have anything for 50 days, I can't do it. I'm doing maths honors. 5-6 days ka kaam ho, to let me know. So I did 1-2 smaller films, smaller roles, which I didn't know that you shouldn't, because obviously you didn't know what you should and should not do. But then I just realized that I really like this and I'll properly try. And after doing Miss India, I moved to Bombay and Yariyan happened. And before that released, I had done my first film in Telugu, which happened to become a bigger hit. I started shooting for it after Yariyan, but released a month before Yariyan. So before I knew, I signed a bunch of films, and I thought that, it's great that people are appreciating your work. And I was so new and naive and did not know the ways of the world. And I just thought that it's great to take the work that you're getting as opposed to running behind work that you still don't have, potential work that you still don't have. And I just continued working in Telugu, and before I knew, I was just doing multiple films with some of the bigger stars there. And then I realized what I like, what I don't like, and then Ayari happened, and then, I've been juggling.
Awesome. And maths honors.
Yes.
So are you very good with formulas? Have you cracked the formula?
There is no formula to life. So my brother jokes, he says the only place you use your maths is counting calories. And I think rightly so.
And now box office numbers, yeah? They also did so well.
Yeah. I mean, we don't count that, no? We get happy. Seeing that 100, that 0 makes you very happy.
And also, a Punjabi speaking girl goes to the South and is speaking in Telugu, and there is a bit of Kannada thrown in here, there is Tamil thrown in here. How did that happen?
No, Candid was actually just my first film, which I did for pocket money, because I thought I'm going to make money in lakhs, whereas my pocket money was 2 grand, Fauji houses. 2008, when I passed out of school, and my pocket money was 2 grand, and I got this offer after I was modeling 1 month into it, and I said, why not? I'll buy a Ritz. I'll be the first one in my friends to buy a car. It was a big thing. And that was my first brush with acting, that I wanted to have a backup, because I knew that there's thousands of people who want to make it and not everyone does. And I didn't know what I would be, but I knew I would not be a failure. So I just wanted to have a backup. And then I finished my graduation and moved to Bombay. And then, like I told you, South happened. So the first day of shoot, I just crammed up dialogues the way I crammed up my history and geography back in school. And then, because it was an everyday job, I made that effort, because I feel I'm a people's person, and I feel that if an industry is giving you that respect and love and films and people love you, I think the least you can do is converse with them in their language. That's your bread and butter, right? So that's how I learned it, and within 2 years I was speaking Telugu, now so much so that I speak Telugu as fluently as I speak Punjabi.
Awesome.
I have to give myself a switch when I come to Bombay, that I'm not in Hyderabad and I need to just not think in Telugu.
Awesome. And also, you've done both the industries.
Right.
I know there are not many differences, but the South Indian industry is a little more private. They're a little more, as we said, they don't like promoting too much. They don't like too much shoo-sha as we up north like it. So,
no,
what do
I
you
think
say?
it's not that. They're different in a very different way. The stardom, if you see that some of the bigger actors have, like your Chiranjeevi sir and Nagarjuna sir, or Mahesh Babu and Allu Arjun, Ram Charan, the mega star families. I think the way they look up to their stars, they just put you on a pedestal completely, like godlike figures, That's not there here. So I think both the industries work very differently in terms of they perceiving stardom. We like Shosha also because it's more cities, and you have that access to watching an award function, but things are getting in there also, and that's a region limited space, and this is all the entire country, so obviously more viewership. So I think that's why it's grander. But right now it's all coming together. There are people who know actors from the south. There are people making debuts. I think at the end of the day, it only boils down to a good film or not a good film.
I so agree with you. So, and also now we had Dede Pyaar. They did phenomenally well.
Thank
you have
you.
Marjaavaan happening.
Yes.
So how is now this circuit happen?
Good. I was very, very overwhelmed by the kind of response my character got in Dede Pyaar De. And people really, film working is one thing, and taking notice of Aisha and me was another thing, which was very overwhelming. I remember I was shivering on the night of the screening, because I started getting messages from a lot of industry people, and which was very special. And I think I've been there for a while, and this is a new space for me to explore, and I'd love to do that because that's challenging and exciting for me. And I have signed a few films, which I'll be announcing soon, but I hope to do more here now as well.
And also for a young actor, how important are awards?
I think awards are great. Of course, I wouldn't say that only if you've gotten an award it decides whether you're good or not, because everyone's great and there's only one award. But I think it's very special, and it's amazing to get recognized for your effort. It's very motivating. It just gives you that drive, that push to keep doing better, and who doesn't like being appreciated?
Absolutely. And I've seen you doing your aerial yoga.
I'm hanging upside down.
She's amazing. So what is your fitness mantra, and what does Rakul eat in a day?
Rakul loves food, okay?
Doesn't show.
No, loves the right kind of food. Ask anybody. On my birthday, which just went, all my friends were tagging pictures. हम खाने की photos ढूंढ रहे थे with you. So they literally, I obsess. But I love the right kind of food. I think that's happened as over the years. It's become a lifestyle, and for me the mantra is that making fitness as important, and understanding that what you sow is what you reap, and if you don't take care of your body now, it's not going to take care of you a few years down the line. And I think a lot of people like spending on ailments more than they like spending on the gym, but you got to just understand that it's the only place you live in, and you got to treat it well.
And you've got such a strong social media presence. You are an influencer as well. What do you make of this whole social media thing? Because, there are trolls, there is social media bullying, and in your industry, especially because you are there, it's a lot more. So also, are you a little conscious about the kind of stuff you post, and how do you react to trolls?
And so I think my social media is all about who I am. Besides, obviously the endorsements you do and what you talk about, and food, fitness and films are the 3 F's of my life. So it'll be flooded with these 3 things.
Awesome. And also, who is that one person that you want to, since as they say, there's an invisible genie and your wish is his command, who's that one person you want to do a film with?
Who I want to do a film with? I'd love to do a film with Ranveer Singh. I think I'm a huge fan, and I've told Ranveer this, and I've said this in over and over interviews, that when Band Baja Bharat came, I was, I think, in school. And the first time I had a celebrity crush, because like I said, not grown up on a dose of films, so you didn't watch too many, but I was like, what energy? And I've told him that. So I'd love to work with him just to see, so I'm a very energetic person, and I'd love to see what you can bring to the table, because acting is all about action reaction. So I'd love to work with him.
And a director you want to work with on your wish list?
So many of them. I'd love to work with Sanjay Leela Bansali. So, I'm a huge fan. I think the way he shows his actors is just amazing.
So who's on your speed dial?
My mom, dad.
The 3 things that you don't leave your house without.
3 things that I don't leave my house without my phone, without my lip balm, and a third is not that important. Maybe some money or wallet.
And lastly, since you've been on a part of the Eye for Family and Stage, and we've already set that wish out that you want to be hosting and performing. So who do you want to perform with? Whose songs, medley you want to do, and do you want to be hosting it with?
Wow, so I'd love to host with, like I said, back on stage, again, Ranveer, or maybe like they suggested, 2 women hosting, and it'll be fun. Anybody who
Who's that other co-star that you would want to host with, or any other girl from the industry?
Anyone who's fun. I think anyone who's spontaneous, because on stage you just need to be yourself and spontaneous. Besides the script that you have, I think it's more about being yourself. And anyone who's fun would be great. What songs would I like to perform? Maybe one out of my own song from Dede, and besides that, maybe give a tribute to somebody, like Madhuri ji, or I'm a huge fan of hers, or Sri Devi ji, though I don't think we can do half the justice as what they did to their films, but just to be able to give that tribute would be wonderful.
Thank you so much, Rakul. And since our tagline is Desi at heart, how Desi at heart are you?
Very Desi. Very Desi. I think I'm Indian at heart, completely patriotic at heart, and very, very Desi at heart.
And since you're talking to Good Times, your idea for Good Time?
Every day is a good time, and it's all about perspective, and it's all about seeing the brighter things in life. So for me, I think every day is a good day.
Thank you so much.